Hello, my young Padawan learners. I am your Jedi Master, Kevin Floorwalker, and the first thing you'll need to know how to become a Jedi is you'll need to have your lightsaber. So, after you have acquired your lightsaber from the lightsaber maker dude, you will want to get into a battle and just wreck everyone. Now, first of all, obviously you'll need to learn how to wreck everyone, so that is what I am here to show you how to do. And I was thinking, what is the best way to show the next generation of Jedis how to wreck everyone with their amazing lightsabers that they have acquired? And I was like, they can defend bullet shots from all those floaty balls all they want, but that's not really gonna it's not really going to prepare them for battle. So what is going to prepare them for battle better than battle itself? So I am here on the second battle of the Force Moon of Endor, and I have brought cameras with me, and I'm showing you guys what I do in battle so you guys can learn. Watch from the master, and you will eventually become a Jedi Knight yourself. Maybe even someday a Jedi Master. So as you can see, I'm using the Force to see this man's footprints. I use the Force to highlight his footprints. I can just know where he's at. That is one thing you will definitely want to use to help you in your journey to become a Jedi Knight. Also, you can use the Force to get a general idea of where enemies are throughout the map. I mean, the Force is your best friend. Obviously, lightsaber is also your best friend, so you have two best friends next to these fellow troopers, these mere troopers who just shot me in the face. But that's another lesson you'll need to know to become a Jedi Knight. You'll need patience. Things won't always go your way. You'll just need to be patient and look at your surroundings, take in your surroundings, and just think of the problem and come up with a solution, and you will solve every problem. So, again, you have two best friends compared to these mere troopers who have one best friend, which is their gun. So, you have your best friend, your beautiful lightsaber, and the Force. So, also, you're so much cooler than all of them. And, look at that. I mean, you will be wrecking in no time if you just listen to all of these steps and listen to all of these tips on how to become a Jedi Knight. He tries to melee me. He tries to go in a fist fight with a lightsaber. He is obviously not very smart, so clearly it is going to be easier than what you guys probably thought before all this. Now, after, obviously, I've used the Force to track enemies' footprints. That is very, very useful. It really helps you. It can help you flank enemies and help you know where they're at, and it can just help you out a lot. But to take everything a step further, you can use the Force to actually mark. You can actually see their body, and you need to just take time to meditate, just take things in, take in your surroundings, and you will be able to find the enemies. Now, obviously, it does take some physical and mental work. It does take a lot out of you. It takes energy, so you won't be able to constantly know where they're at, but it does help. So unfortunately, you can lose the enemies if they are good at getting away from you. I mean, that is what troopers are best at, is running away from Jedi, even though they're not good at that either. But Obviously, they will get lucky shots, you know, they're probably aiming at someone behind me, I mean, you know how things are. But once again, have patience, my young Padawans. You will need patience. It helps out a lot. As you can see, I saw this man's footprint. Also, it helps when you have much better troopers than the enemy team, because as you can see there, my team helped me out there. So obviously I probably wouldn't need them because I'm so awesome. I am a Jedi. I mean, you can't get much cooler than a Jedi, but they do help out. So they definitely help out quite a bit. But you guys, if you acquire the basic lightsaber form, just get it like a lightsaber crystal from the lightsaber maker dude, then you can actually customize your lightsaber. As you can see, I customized mine. It may look somewhat familiar to some of you all, maybe not every single one of you, but I'm sure it looks familiar to a lot of you. But you can actually customize it to however you want. That is the amazingness of being a Jedi and being very artistic. If you're not artistic, well, then good luck. But, I mean, look at the amazingness of this lightsaber. Just beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. I mean, I'm just wrecking, like, he tries to fight me. And once again, take time to meditate, and you can just take out your enemies, you know, you can just take in your surroundings, meditate, find the enemies using the Force, and just wreck their faces with your awesome lightsaber. So this, as you can see, this is really good. It's much better to be a Jedi than it is to be a trooper. So as you can see, you all should definitely take all of these tips, and then you become the greatest Jedi Knight of all time. Well, maybe not the greatest. I mean, you can't get much better than me, but I mean, come on. I'm just that awesome. I am Kevin Floorwalker. I mean, come on. I'm just one of the greatest Jedi Masters to ever live. But maybe someday you guys can become a Jedi Master and teach Padawans yourself. That would be amazing. You need to work together to bring up the next generation of Jedis. So, and just make sure you be careful too. You can't just run at people like that. You need to make sure, once again, be patient and just kind of try to flank them. I mean, this is a battlefield. You may even be able to hear some explosions in the background. I mean, I'm telling you, this is a battlefield. It is kind of crazy. It is just like nothing else. It's no video game at home where you're like running around with a baseball bat. I mean, it's no video game like that. This is real life Jedi awesomeness. So, you guys will definitely need to use all of these tips to become the greatest Jedi to ever lived besides me. But once again, you can use your Force to find enemies, locate them, and then just wreck them. And then they usually lead you to other enemies. And unfortunately, things can happen, but most of the time you will wreck everyone. And it is just awesome when you do, and you will just look like the biggest boss of all time, and everyone will fear you. Everyone. I mean, people will see your name and leave the battlefield. I mean, they will just be like, oh no, Kevin Floorwalker is here. We need to leave. We will die. So, I mean, that is how much of an impact you can have on your enemies. I mean, you can just inflict the most fear into enemies like no other. I mean, you will not believe what type of fear you can inflict into your enemies when you have such a cool lightsaber, such a cool weapon. I mean, it takes the cake for the coolest weapon ever. And if you use it wisely, like I have, you can become someone great. No! Unfortunately, I was not able to finish off that last guy, but everyone knows that if our reinforcements had not come in time, in that timely manner, luckily they did, so we definitely took back Endor, the Force Moon of Endor. What a great battle. Definitely a victory for us. So, obviously, if our reinforcements had not come, I would have wrecked that guy. But guys, this is the perfect explanation on how to become one of the greatest Jedi Knights ever. So please, take these lessons, master them, and teach other Padawans so then we can bring up the next generation of Jedi.